$1 for a large bag at the supermarket, and thousands of dollars for a few tiny pinches at a Michelin-starred restaurant. For the exact same seasoning, what creates this unimaginable price gap? And why? Does the most expensive salt in the world always carry an enchanting pink hue? But here is the ultimate paradox. This salt has been sitting perfectly stable in the dark, pressurized belly of the Himalayas for 250 million years. It has survived tectonic shifts, ice ages, and the extinction of the dinosaurs. Yet, the moment you buy it at the supermarket, the label says it expires in 2028. Why? Does salt suddenly go bad after surviving an eternity? The truth is, the salt is fine. It's the plastic bottle, the regulations, and the moisture in your kitchen that are the real enemies. You aren't really paying for fresh salt. You are paying for the guarantee that the packaging won't degrade before the seasoning does. What causes the discrepancy between a $1 and a multi-thousand-dollar price tag? Right now, you can walk into any grocery store in America and buy a pound of salt for just about $1. It's dirt cheap, it's everywhere. And at the fast food joints out there, they even give it away for free in tiny little paper packets. But step into a Michelin-starred restaurant in New York or a high-end wellness spa in LA, and you will see a completely different story. You will see coarse, shimmering pink crystals, or sometimes even glowing purple rocks, being shaved over a dry-aged Wagyu steak. And the price? We are talking hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars for a pound. So, what exactly is going on here? Why are Americans throwing hundreds of dollars at a seasoning that covers 70% of the Earth's surface? Is this just the greatest marketing scam of the modern wellness industry? Or is there actually a 1,000-year-old secret, along with a lot of blood, sweat, and science, hidden inside that pink hue? Today, we are going to find out. To understand why some salt costs more than your monthly car payment, we have to rewind time. And I don't mean back to the era of the Founding Fathers. I mean 250 million years ago, long before the age of the dinosaurs. Imagine a colossal, ancient body of water called the Tethys Ocean. As the Earth's tectonic plate shifted and the massive supercontinent of Pangaea broke apart, the Indian plate smashed into Eurasia. This collision forced the ocean floor to rise, evaporating the water and trapping giant beds of sea salt deep inside what we now call the Himalayan mountain range. That is the origin of Himalayan pink salt. Because it was sealed away under millions of tons of rock and ice, it was completely protected from the modern pollution, microplastics, and oil spills that contaminate a large portion of our oceans today. When you see those pink salt lamps on the shelves at Target, they originate from places like the Kara salt mine in Pakistan. And getting it out is not easy at all. There is absolutely no heavy machinery carefully extracting it. It is mined by local workers who must plunge deep into dark, dangerous cave systems, using pickaxes and sheer muscle power to haul out massive boulders. You aren't just paying for salt, you are paying for the danger and the grueling manual labor required to get it out of the mountain. But the Himalayas are only half of the story. While Mother Nature created pink salt, humans also found a way to create their own pink gold. Let's travel across the globe to South Korea. Over 1,000 years ago, long before the Industrial Revolution, Buddhist monks realized that raw sea salt contained many impurities and had an unpleasant, bitter, harsh taste. They wanted to turn it into medicine. So they invented a process that sounds more like medieval alchemy than cooking. It is called jugyum, or Korean bamboo salt. And in a world where almost everything we consume is mass-produced by machines, this 1,000-year-old process hasn't changed one bit. This is where the science gets fascinating. If you look at standard, cheap table salt under an electron microscope, you will see perfect, uniform white cubes. That is because it has been thoroughly refined, bleached, and pumped full of anti-caking agents, so it can easily flow out of your salt shaker. It is 99.9% pure sodium chloride. It is completely soulless. But artisan salt, it is completely different. The pink hue of Himalayan salt is actually, from a chemical standpoint, rust. It is iron oxide trapped along with roughly 80 other trace minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium. These minerals break up that perfect cubic structure, creating jagged, stunningly beautiful crystals. Now, back to the Korean monks. Their process utilizes science combined with extreme heat. They pack coarse sea salt into mature bamboo stalks, seal both ends with a special yellow clay, and roast it in a kiln using only pine wood. They don't just do this once. They crush the roasted salt, pack it into new bamboo, and roast it again. 9 separate times. This process consumes nearly a month of labor, working around the clock. During the 9th and final roast, the temperature is pushed to an astonishing 2,700 degrees Fahrenheit. At this extreme temperature, the salt isn't just baked. It completely melts into a glowing red liquid, lava, made of salt. The intense heat burns off heavy metals and toxins, while the salt absorbs sulfur from the pine wood and the rich minerals from the bamboo. It changes the salt's chemistry from mildly acidic to highly alkaline. When that magma cools down, it hardens into a rock that looks like an amethyst crystal, radiating a deep purplish pink hue. So there you have it. It takes immense pressure, ancient history, dangerous mining, and literally melting salt inside bamboo to get these gorgeous colors. But let's ask the most American question possible. Does it actually make a burger taste better? The short answer is yes, but you have to know what you are looking for. Standard table salt mounts a frontal assault on your taste buds. It is sharp, aggressive, and purely salty. But because artisan pink and bamboo salts are packed with other minerals and have a fractured crystal structure, they hit your palate differently. They melt slower. The flavor is incredibly smooth, complex, and has a slightly sweet finish. Bamboo salt even carries a subtle smoky aroma from the pine wood fires. It doesn't overpower your food. It elevates the dish. Is it overpriced? Sure. Part of the hype is definitely driven by clever marketing strategies. It is not going to miraculously cure your allergies or detox your body like some internet health gurus boast. The trace minerals are real, but in very minuscule amounts. But is it worth it? When you sprinkle a pinch of artisan pink salt over a fresh heirloom tomato, you aren't just making it saltier. You are tasting a 250 million-year-old ocean. You are tasting the quiet patience of a 1,000-year-old monastic tradition. In a culture that always demands everything to be fast, cheap, and instant, perhaps paying a little extra for something that requires a tremendous amount of time, dedication, and human endurance to create is absolutely worth it.